Okay, then. Well, I mean,
Did you
I
care?
don't know, but that's why you were like, add them because I want to discuss it because we didn't like it.
Oh yeah, I don't think we should always talk about like I don't
Things
know.
that
I
we
just
like.
think we should talk about our own opinions. Like it shouldn't
No,
have to
I
be.
agree. Well, actually, I have opinions about some of these too that aren't like they're positive for the most part. I don't think I'm ever
Mhm.
gonna say something completely bad about a
I'm
song.
never gonna be like this shit sucks.
Sucks. I'm just gonna be like,
Terrible.
it's not
The
for me.
waste of life. Like I would never have. I don't. I don't think I would react that way.
Okay, well, as you can tell, listeners, we're back. This is Bingu Choom and K-pop tunes, and we're together. It's not just Choom all by her
It's
lonesome
not
this
the
time.
K drama segment anymore, guys. It's
It's the
done for now.
real deal. No, it's
Unless she
not
like,
done.
it's not done, but like you'll feel like whenever you feel like doing it, you can do it,
I'm
and
going
it'll
to,
just
because
happen.
I still have other dramas that I want to talk about.
Because I would listen
But
and I'd be like, yeah, I feel like I was in there with you. And I was like, yeah, I don't know about that one, knowing I never watched like 99.9%.
no, the drama cast, the drama cast, the drama episode will still continue, but
The
probably
solo
less
debut continues.
less frequently now, maybe, possibly. There's still one episode I have planned that I will get out at some point.
Do
So
it.
there's that coming. But this is the real deal, the real Bingu Choom and K-pop tunes, and I am Choom who is no longer lonely.
Oh, I'm Bingu, who's here to cure the loneliness.
Okay, so we have our usual end of the month wrap up that we're gonna go through today. I think it's a nice mix, but on top of it, instead of just doing like the music video discussions, I tried to throw in some like news topics concerning some of the music groups we chose that were
Hmm.
trending in the month of March. So
Hmm.
that way it wasn't just a standard like people listening to us talk about the music videos. We actually had bits of other things to
That's smart.
discuss. I was trying to do something different so that way not every single episode is like music
The
video review,
same.
music video review, music video review. So
Yeah, keep them on their toes.
yeah, so I tried to do something different and we'll see how it goes and maybe
I think
continue
it'll go
this
well.
format in the future.
I think it'll go swimmingly.
Great. I'm glad you have faith. Well, I'm going to let you start cuz the first one on the list is your guy. So,
You
take the
already know.
wheel.
You guys already know what it is. Obviously, Jungkook dropped his album, and with that album, he dropped a music video, and we're gonna be talking about Up. It was amazing to me. Very artistic, just like him. I don't know what I don't know. Like you can say stuff too, Raina. I don't want to be the only one talking. I actually want to know how you felt watching it.
I
'Cause
told you. I texted you. I liked it a lot though. As soon as it hit the chorus and that first beat drop, I was like, "Oh, this is so good. This is for me." I was kind of worried just because of his last album if I was going to like it,
Oh, if
and
it
I
was
was
gonna be
kind of worried.
depressing.
Yeah. And I was also just kind of worried musically because like I like Jungkook's music, but sometimes I just have to be in a certain mood for it.
Hmm.
And
No,
so
you
when
don't
it's
have to explain.
so when it started off slower, I was just like, "Oh no, I really was excited for his comeback. What's going to happen?" And then that first beat drop hit and it went into the chorus and I was like, "This shit is so good.
Hmm.
I'm so excited."
I'm so happy for him. I just wish. I This is the thing. Whenever an artist or a group they go off like the grid for a long time, and then they come back with a music video or even an album, and it's always nerve wracking because you want the best for them, so you don't want it to be like lackluster or just even just kind of they're putting something out just to put it out.
We talked about this actually with Jungkook and Zello, and how we were worried about the same thing, about like how they'd been gone for so long, and having come from a bigger company that could afford to give them like the
Mm-hmm.
quality that they deserved. We were worried, like, you've been gone so long, are you gonna have that same quality? So I feel like that kind of ties in with, we've had this discussion before, and I think we're always just worried about the BAP
I
members.
mean, even
And
with Jungkook, like before he went to the military and he did Yamazaki and how big that was. Like that was, everyone was talking about Yamazaki when it first dropped. And then he went off to service and I was like, damn. Like for you to get that hype and people like starting to really look at you, at least overseas, and then having to enlist, that freaking sucks.
yeah,
Cause I want you to have that forever. I want you to have that hype forever and to continue on. Like I want millions of views every time for you. But it's like you said, that's how we feel about BAP, but I think it's how we feel about all the artists
everybody,
that
yeah.
we
Not
talk
just
about.
BAP, but it was just funny that you mentioned this topic specifically with
Mm-hmm.
Yongguk, because I'm like, oh, we mentioned this for the other two members as well.
Because it's just,
This sounds
please, like you
very
deserve it.
nostalgic and familiar. No, they do deserve it. And so I am glad that Up came out and it did so well, because I really liked it. I was excited for it. And like I said, I was worried going into it, but to know that it lived up. I did not even expectations, because I didn't have expectations.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, Jungkook is back. And that was my only thing with that. So I went into it with no expectations, but it was nice to know like the expectations that weren't there. He just kind of set them for me, and he was like, "This is what I'm putting
Mm-hmm.
out," and I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, he definitely meant what he said when he was just like, this album. I think he said it was like, it was more, it was definitely more upbeat. But I think he mentioned something about it being more for like babies. That's the fan base name. And I agree. It's more upbeat in comparison to his last album. That last album still slaps. I still play it. I don't play it all the time because it's kind of sad, but it's moody, and sometimes you want to be moody. But this one, I enjoyed the music video, but I also really enjoyed the album.
Yeah, the album was really good too, and the music video for this, like you said, it was very artistic-y, so it was
Hmm.
very pleasing to watch as
It
well.
was very him.
But I did like the album.
I'm glad you liked it. I don't think I ever asked
I
you.
did. No, and I barely listened to it like last week or the week before when I was doing my little keychain stuff that I've been making for my group orders.
Mhm.
And I think I went and favorited a song. I'm going back
What
to double
song
check.
is it? Is it Screwed Up?
I don't know. Let me check. I'm trying to check. I'm trying to find it. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Oh no.
It's okay.
Okay, we'll have to get back to that. I'll
I just
tell
want
you
to know which
after
one
the
you
I'll
like
tell you after this
intended to
episode. I
say.
thought I favorited it. That I can't speak today. And
Favorited.
favorited.
There you go.
Words that have that extra ed at the end are just
No, it's
messing
okay.
with me today. I'll tell you after this episode though, because I do not for the life of me remember. But I do remember as I was doing my keychain thing, a song came on, and I was like, "Wait, we gotta play that again." And I
Do you
thought,
remember how it goes?
no, I would have to
Dang.
like hear it to be like, "Okay, this is it." So rain check. I'll get back to you.
If it's Screwed Up, I can't blame you. That song is really good. It's a real good. So, I don't
So that
know.
was Jungkook. Yeah.
Congratulations! Keep doing great things. I can't wait for anything else you do.
Same, and now he's in his own company, so he can just
I
do
know. Look at
all
you.
that he wants. We're
Deserve.
proud. Deserved. We're proud. Okay, so next on the list, these are in. They weren't in any order of preference as usual. I just
That's
kind of wrote
okay.
them as I remembered. So the next on the list is Kim Woo Suk and his song Switch. I liked it. I thought it was catchy. It was kind of like
This is okay.
sweet
Sorry.
and cute to listen to.
Once you see the thumbnail and like it takes you back, when this is the same, like how you're talking about how the beginning of Jungkook's song, you're like, I don't know. That's how I felt about Switch. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But it went into the chorus, and I was like, oh, this
Yeah, the
is really
chorus.
good.
It takes like it doesn't sound like, you know how last year we had the big like kind of 70s 80s vibe in the music going on. This has that, but very subtly. And so when it gets to the chorus and it kind of has that like beat that reminded me of that era of music, I was just like, man, this just ties together really well. And I liked it a lot. It was cute to watch too and just listen to.
It was cute, and he was kind of spicy.
Yeah, so that's what I liked. Is it overall it had a very cute feeling to it visually, but there were parts of it that it was kind of spicy and you didn't
I was
expect
like,
it.
oh, okay.
You didn't expect it either because
No.
you were like, okay,
No.
this is like the theme of the song, this is the beat that it has going, and then it got to those parts and you're
Yes.
like, oh, okay, I see you.
And the music video was very, very fun.
It is, yeah.
It wasn't boring
No,
watching it.
it was interesting to watch and it was different, and I liked the mix of just like some of the effects that they had used.
They did a lot of things. Well, they didn't
Yeah.
do a lot of things, but the transition from the music video to the animation, I was like, oh
Yeah,
wow.
that was good. And I've seen that in other music videos, but when I saw it here, I was like, "Oh,
Like they did it.
cool." Yeah, they
They
did do it.
said, we are giving you anime for 2 seconds.
For literally that amount
I
of
think
time.
it was literally 2 seconds.
And then it was done, and you didn't see it
I
again.
can't blame them. I
But
can't blame them for
it
only
still
having 2 seconds.
somehow worked though, which is what made it
Oh,
interesting.
it definitely worked with the patterns and colors and stage setups. I was very surprised I liked this.
This song. Well, I'm
This,
glad you did.
yeah. I was like, I don't know, Raina, but I always give songs
A
a
chance.
chance. I
Same.
give them more than once.
I think my only complaint that I had for this song was the fact that his last album, which was released like almost a year to date from when this was released, Second Desire is what it's called, and the title song for that was called Tasty.
Hmm.
That title song and that whole album kind of just set me up for what to expect for Usak. And I
How is that
really
different from?
it is, and it's not like you can still tell it's his style, but I just really liked that last album.
Well, to
And
describe people like the difference is what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing. Like,
I
what
don't
was the difference?
well, I don't even this one was just more like whimsical
It's more
feeling.
bright.
Yeah, and like the last one was bright overall concept wise, but the album had a nice mix of like Tasty was the bright song that or he promoted and his company decided that he would promote, and so like aesthetically everything about the concept and Comeback was bright, but then you would listen to the album and it was a nice range of different things. And there was one song on the album that didn't sound like it belonged. Like it was like a darker song and it was the ending song for the album.
Hmm.
And so it went from this bright concept and ended with like a darker tone. And so I thought maybe like, oh, for his next album he'll take on like the darker tone. Like this was a gradient, but it kind of went with a more whimsical direction.
Hmm.
And this song for Switch, I liked it a lot, but it just felt more whimsical and like airy feeling in comparison to
Hmm.
his last song that he did. So that was like my only complaint. I like them both. I don't dislike Switch. I just, if I had to choose, like if you put both of the albums in front of me and you were like, which one is your favorite? I would be like, I much rather listen to Tasty and Second Desire.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for explaining to us.
You're welcome. And then a little bit of news information just tied in with Usak that I have ranted with other friends about before, and I just wanted to ask and put into the world is Top Media, who homes not only Uptension, but also MCND and Teen Top and some others, for some reason took Kim Usak out of Uptension, and he's been out of it for like ever, but he's still listed as a member of Uptension. And I just thought it was really ironic because this Kim Woo-suk comeback happened maybe a month or two after an Uptension comeback, and Woo-suk wasn't part of it. And I just keep wondering, like, is he part of Uptension? Is Top Media ever gonna clarify what's going on? Is Top
I
Media
think they're
ever
just
gonna
gonna hope people just
they need
accept.
they need to say something though, because like
That is weird.
he's not expressed whether he doesn't want to be part of the group. He's just like doing solo stuff and acting, and then they keep Top Media keeps having Uptension come back, and I'm like, what's going on? And every Uptension comeback, I keep waiting to see if Usuk is part of it because he's my bias.
Well, I hope that they say something.
They just need to clarify. And I just
Yeah.
wanted to put this in as the news because, like I said, the timings of the two comebacks for both his solo and Abstention were very close this time, which
Mhm.
made me also question again, like what is going on? Like what is happening? And so maybe some listeners will have some insight
We'll have
into
some things to
this.
say.
I don't know. And I know you don't know Abstention very well,
Yeah.
but
But I mean, the fact that he's doing solo activities.
he's still listed as a member and he's not been part of any comeback.
I mean, for you to not be a part of a comeback is weird when you're still like you're supposed to be a member. It's weird. It's either you're part or they're just like, hey, he just really wanted to do solo, so there's that, and you just never even
Address the elephant in the room.
He's just out here doing solo activities and a comeback's happening and he's not even on there.
It's very confusing. I
Mhm.
don't understand it.
One day.
Yeah, one day, hopefully, maybe, who knows? Maybe they'll address it when Teen Top gets back. Because Shinji's in the military now, so maybe when Teen Top has a comeback, they'll talk about it and let us know what's going on with Abstention.
All we can do is hope and dream.
Okay, next song on the list. This group just debuted this month with this song. I'm wondering how to do we talk about the song first or do we talk about the exciting aspect?
The exciting aspect.
Okay, well, their name is Tan, and I'm so excited because Maru, my bias from C Cloud, is the member Jijun in this group, and he's re-debuted for the second time, which makes me kind of sad, but at the same time, I am so glad he's back because one, he's in our age range, so to see K-pop idols in our age range still debuting was very exciting, but also going back to the Jungkook BAP conversation, I just always wish the best for idols and to see that he's still trying to do this
Yeah.
and he hasn't given up just makes
Yes.
me very proud. And he was my bias in C Clown, so I'm just like Maru.
I don't
Which
even think I had a
he's not
chance
Maru.
to get
Yeah,
a bias in sequel.
they
It was
debuted
so
they
short.
debuted and then they had drama and that was it.
Done.
That
It
was it.
was
They had some
done.
good songs though.
I
This song
still play those songs.
I do too. Jeremy does too. Jeremy really liked C Clown.
I mean, what a miss.
It was.
I know you guys over there at the company are still mad about that.
But we have good news with some re-debuts. And actually one
Yeah.
of the other members in this band is someone else that's familiar. Wait, let me look it
Didn't
up.
you say someone did you mention Infinite? Or is that for something else?
Not Infinite, but Newest is on the list with sad news.
Oh.
The member Chongsun is a member of 24K. You remember? Do
Oh
you
god.
remember our episode where
Mm. Nervous.
I'm glad I don't I'm glad I don't have to go into too much detail. The song's still 24K though, and the music videos that came for your neck episode, still 24K was one of my choices. And that was just a whole that was a whole thing. But it was a good music video and a good song. Changsun is part of 24K. So we've got
Oh, this
two
is okay.
We've
Okay.
got two members that are from other groups that are in this group, which is just exciting to me.
Well, this music video, it was good. I like the song as well. I actually really like the song.
So, funny thing about this is I liked the song, but then I went and looked at their album and they have an English version of the song that I like
more.
No. It just has a whole different vibe and feeling to it.
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
Please do, because I'd like to know what you think.
English?
So, yeah, it's an English version of the song, and they sing really well in English, but the lyrics change in such a way that you're just like, huh, this hits a lot different than you'd expect.
I think this really hits harder because I'm listening to it in a language that I can Clearly understand
I
I was
clearly
raised in.
understand. No, so I did think this was a good debut song though, and I like their little umbrella thing that they had going on in the choreography. That was just like really cool to watch.
Mhm.
It was definitely a debut music video for a company
Oh,
that,
for sure, you can tell.
yeah, you could tell they tried their best though. I do think it was like
I
visually
agree.
nice in comparison to other low budget music videos.
I've seen worse.
Yeah,
I'm not saying this is even
both
bad, but I
we've both definitely seen worse. And like I said, I liked the umbrella in the choreography. That was just really fun to watch. But I don't know. For me, it's just like if when this song comes on my playlist, because I do have it in my K-pop playlist for 2022. When this
mhm.
song comes on, I literally am like, okay, I'm gonna listen to it. And then when it ends, I'm like, okay, now it's time for the English version, and I listen to the English version on repeat.
I'm
It
really
just
gonna have to
has
listen to the English
it just
one.
has a whole different, like, feel to it that
Does it feel like a different
it
song?
does, and it sounds almost exactly the same, but it's, like, mature, which makes sense because some of
Ooh.
the members are older, and it's not, like, mature and, like, a raunchy, like, that's I don't know how
No,
to
I know
explain
what you
it,
mean.
but, like, it's definitely, like, they're trying to woo the girl kind of lyrics and kinda sexy, and I was like, "Whoa."
It's spicy?
It's spicy,
It's like
yeah.
mild spice?
Mild spice, yeah. Although
That's the
Although
best way
he's
we could describe it.
it's I don't know, you listen to it
It's
though,
like when
'cause
you eat something and it doesn't hit you in the face, but it's a build up.
it is good though. I do like both songs, but I personally of the 2 recommend the English song if you want an opinion on that.
I will have to definitely
Yeah,
add that.
yeah, definitely go listen, and listeners listen as well and tell us what you think. But overall, I'm gonna keep my eye on them mainly because I'm really happy to see 2 members from 2 other K-pop groups that are in this group doing well again, and so I'm just very overall like happy for them. And since this is Jaejun's second re-debut, I'm just really hoping for the best for this group.
I hope the best too because I can't imagine how anyone feels when they have to like go through that process again because it just didn't work out the first time.
But then to have it not work out a second time as
Yeah,
well, that's gotta
that
be,
tough.
yeah. I don't even know how else to describe it besides tough, but
Hmm.
I'm very happy for them, and I'm really happy to see and hear Jaejun again because I definitely listened to the song, and he has a distinct voice, and he always has since Sea Clown. So when his part comes on, I'm like, this is my bias.
This is him.
This is him. I'm just very happy. I Seeing familiar faces like this just makes me really happy.
I'm happy for them. Keep up the
I
good
am.
work. I
Yeah.
don't think I looked up if this was an album, but it's
I
definitely.
I just think it's a single. It's that song and the English
I think
version.
it. Yeah, maybe it was because I think I looked it up and I was like, "What do you
But
mean?"
I think
It's
it's
good. Whenever you have like a good music video and like track, I'm trying to find the album immediately.
Oh no, it's got 4 songs on it and one is the English, so it's got like 3. No, it is. It's a
Ooh,
mini album.
let's
I guess it's a mini album.
go.
Yeah, I do have the English favorited obviously because I liked it, but I do think I liked the other. Let me see. Let me look at my K-pop playlist really quick because if they're all on there, I can tell you what songs I liked for sure. Oh yeah, the whole album is on there, so I liked the whole album.
Ooh,
So
adding.
definitely give it a listen and definitely listen to the English one. Everybody and tell me what you think.
I will let you
Okay. Well, moving on. We're going to go from happy news to sad news.
know.
So, sorry, we're just going to do a complete 360. We're just whiplash right away. There is
Yay!
no
I love it.
chill.
It's my
There's no chill. um, so Newest had to come back with the song again, and along with this news of their comeback came the news that it's their last comeback
like, hey guys,
ever.
it's actually the last one. So
Yeah. So actually,
enjoy.
what's really frustrating though about this is they have actually been becoming more active recently in the
Hmm.
last few months on like V Live. They had a reality show that they were doing, and during the last ending season of their reality show, they were all sitting around a table like discussing like what do you want for the future sort of thing. And they all said that they were excited to meet their fans for like a second season of this reality show
Jeez.
and to have a concert and to have their fan con. So I have a feeling that Pledis slash Hybe, who Pledis is now a subsidiary of, just kind of did this without any warning.
Mm.
Like I don't think they expected it or knew, which makes this much more depressing because like I wasn't a big fan of this song just because it was one of your typical like
Yeah, it
this is the
was
last
like,
song.
it literally does sound like this is the last song.
Yeah, and that made me sad, and I don't like slow songs anyway, but their last few comebacks that they've had I really have enjoyed. And so to see them be more active in the music scene and industry again, I was really excited for Newest. And then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, we're disbanding them." And I don't think they knew about it. And so it just has made the song and the entire situation has like left a really bitter taste in my mouth.
Right? To be a fly on the wall.
Yeah, right?
I
Same.
just want to know, like,
Especially in this situation, because Newest is what, second gen, third gen boy group? They're from when we were like,
oh yeah, I know.
when we were babies,
Mhm.
essentially, in our K pop days. So to have a long standing group like this,
Do a comeback and then they're just like, this is
this is
it.
it. It's just very bittersweet. And like I said, the way that this comeback came about with the news was left a bitter taste in my mouth. And then for the song to be a very stereotypical, like, this is the it, this is the end, this is the last song. The song was pretty. I don't have any complaints about that. The song was very pretty. The music video was very pretty. They all looked very good. It's definitely a Hybe slash Pledis produced music video. I feel like they always have very aesthetically beautiful music videos, especially the Pledis side of the groups. Like 17 and Newest have always had very pretty music videos to me. So overall, I liked it, but it was
We
too
need some
slow of a
answers.
song. Yeah, it was too slow of a song for me. And the situation that it revolves with, I'm not happy with it. I'm
I
not
don't think
happy with this
anybody
comeback.
is for them to just do that. Like, that's like, you didn't even say anything until
Yeah.
after. It's just no. You don't
And
do
it
that.
wasn't even after. It was they literally were like, "Hey, they're disbanding and they're having this comeback." That was it.
So here,
Yeah, like there was no like late lead up warning to the comeback or lead up warning to the disbandment. It was literally like, "Here are both for you at the exact same time."
no.
Yeah, no, thanks. I want a refund. I don't like this. We're living
It's
in an
terrible.
alternate reality and I
Terrible
don't
idea. Don't
accept
know
it.
who thought this rollout was gonna do it. It didn't.
But definitely go listen to it and give support because they deserve it. And like I said, it was a pretty song.
I mean,
It was
it
composed
was.
very well. But
It's okay.
Lacey and I aren't the ballad type of person.
It's a
So
ballad, girl. Like, in
yeah.
that, for that to be like the
But it
last. I
yeah,
mean, it
and for
makes
that to be the
sense,
last
but
one, it makes
like,
sense, but at the same time.
you
I
could.
don't want I want people to go out with a bang.
Me too. Like, you could put the ballad out, but you could have the rollout where you do that and then you put out an upbeat one.
Yeah. Promote the upbeat as the bang is like
Because
you're gonna regret
groups have
this.
done that before where they put out like 3 videos and they're all different.
I
Like,
want
don't do that.
I want groups to go out with a bang and have the company be
At
like, "Oh my
least. That's the least you
god."
could do for the group, especially
Well,
if you.
I want the company to once they're gone and the song does really well, I want the company to be like, "Oh, I regret getting rid of them," and them to be like, "Nah,
I
we're
don't
forming our own
understand. Y'all
company."
don't be treating these groups right when they're like
And it's like
actual great people.
it's not like Hybe doesn't have the fucking money for it
I wonder, like,
cuz it's
I don't
Hybe.
know because,
Well, Hybe is now the home of BTS. That's their company now.
yeah, I just
So
don't ever.
they have the money to keep this group going.
Like, we just don't know whether
I
it's
know.
whether it's the company were being jerks and it really just came out of left field, or like they said those things but behind the scenes it was different. Like, we just won't ever know.
That's true. For me, I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt because they did seem pretty emotional in this episode that I had seen
Yeah, I
talking
feel like that
about
says a
it.
lot too.
And so I feel like they were being honest about wanting to see their fans again and like wanting to continue doing music. I thought,
So for them to like act like that, it makes me wonder if they were trying to prevent that from happening.
oh, maybe
But
maybe they
I'm not
did
trying to
know.
be messy.
Yeah.
But it's
But
just
man,
when they react when you're saying they react that way and
maybe they had an idea that it was coming and they were trying to prevent it.
mhm,
That
mhm.
could make sense. Yeah. Man, like you said, to be a fly on the wall.
We'll never be flies.
No. How Google,
I
Siri,
don't want to be a
how to be
fly.
not a fly, how to become
Gotta
Ant-Man.
be a fly for 5 minutes.
No, just how to become Ant-Man. How do we shrink ourselves?
Oh yeah. That
Okay.
one.
Well, that one was kind of short because it was just me complaining about both of us complaining
I
about
mean,
sad
deserved.
news because we did Newest was a group that was like really big when we were
Newest was it was there.
yeah.
Like that was one of the
So
groups
we are both
everybody knew of.
we are both very sad about this just in general, more than just we're not ballad people, so there's not much to say about the song, but there is a lot to complain about them disbanding.
Yeah. I don't ever want to trash ballads because I don't think that's fair. But just know, like if you don't know already, we're not fans of ballads. And if I ever like a ballad is because it sounds like R&B. So
Or
there's that.
there's just something different about it because I do like some ballads, but there has to be something
Oh
for
yeah,
me
that's
for
true
me
because
that just makes
IU
it
can do a
different.
ballad and I'd be like, yes, all day. Because that's her thing.
Okay. That's it. Well, that's it for that. We don't have much to say. We ballads aren't our thing, but we're very particular with it, so we won't trash the ballads.
Just really upset with Newest. Bye.
Yeah, bye. On to the next one. NCT Dream had a comeback,
Ugh,
and what kind of was that?
I don't know how I feel about it.
You don't
It's
know
like
how you
another. It's another song where I'm like,
feel? Okay, so since
Oh
Bingu,
wait, I was
what?
talking about the song first.
No, I'm
I
just
will
gonna.
say, however,
There's no news with NCT Dream. We're just talking about the song.
glitch mode.
Yeah, glitch mode.
When they do the glitch thing,
Oh, that was
that
so
was
cool!
crazy.
Oh
I
my
was like,
god!
is this an effect? The entire time I was watching this video, all 3 minutes and 44 seconds, I was like, is this an edit or are they
Are they actually
actually
doing this?
doing this? So,
Okay.
especially the beginning. The beginning, I was like, is this an edit? Is it an edit? And I can't tell. Other ones you can kind of, like, it's still really good, but you know that it's not an edit.
Yeah.
But
No, the first one
I,
was really okay.
oh, that's
So I
really
just wanna
glitchy.
I just wanna say that the whole reason I sent this song over was solely for that part of the music video to you.
The
Because when
beginning.
because when I first listened to this song, I did not like it immediately. It's one of those songs that grew on me. So now I like it a lot and it's like constantly stuck in my head for the most part.
That is, I'm just letting it play, and it's crazy. It is literally crazy. That I just played it back.
That part. So like I said, the song I didn't like it immediately. It was a song that grew on me, so now I like it and now I can sing it and now I listen to it like and I seek it out to listen to it. But when I first listened to it, I was like, I don't know about this. And then I like watched the music video and it got to that part where they do the glitch thing when they're dancing and I was like, okay, even if I don't like this song, I need to show Lacey this because it was just so
I
cool.
will say that. So what I do is that I watch the music videos, right? But I'll also listen to the tracks, and it's really, honestly, night and day when you listen compared to when you listen and watch. And but it also like sometimes it helps because you'll love the music video so much that it helps the song. And I think that's the case for me with glitch mode because I
That makes
don't
sense.
hate it,
Makes sense. For me, I
but there are a
watched
lot of
and
parts
listened.
where I prefer compared to others.
That is true. It wasn't that I like listened and then watched. I watched and listened at the same time and
Oh, I
I
do that
got to
too.
that part in the music video and I was like, I need to show Lacey this, but then I got to the end of the music video and I was like, oh, I don't know about the song. But now it's like grown on me. I'm addicted
It's
to
okay.
this song. It's just really fun and
I
different.
will say
And then the music
I'm
video
not too
is
far
like
behind you.
the music video is just so much fun to watch too.
It
Like
really is.
I've gone back and watched this music video quite a few times just because I really liked that glitch thing that they do in the
I really
choreography.
think that's just them dancing.
I do too, but that first one that they did looked so good, like
It was
so
so
precise
good.
that you weren't sure. And then throughout the rest of them, you're like, okay, they are doing this on their own. But there was some
Ugh.
definitely camera work behind it too that I think helped because, like, around or just before the 2 minute mark, there was one that just the way the camera moved with it, I was like, okay, this is a
Oh,
mix.
for sure.
This is a
The
mix of both the camera and them. But it's just so
mhm.
good. That part of the choreography, whoever came up with it, I'm very
Who did
happy with
it?
you.
Who did it? I just like it when you. It just shows that. I mean, it's SM, so we can't really be surprised about the editing
Yeah,
or like the
the
camera angles
quality.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
the
it's
quality
very.
overall.
It's not super crazy, but they do enough to get the point across, and it's just really good on them and the creative team for that because it really enhances their dance, which is already really good, and they're so cute and it's bright, and they're just I like it.
That being said, for me though, as much as I do like it, I'm still forever stuck on Boom era NCT Dream.
Boom era.
Yeah, so Boom, their song, I think it's just Boom and not Boom. Boom.
I'm asking because I
Yeah,
simply.
NCT Dream Boom. It came out like 2 years ago. It came
Well,
out
I'll tell you what. That
like
favorite album.
well,
It's Dream. It's
I
Dream.
mean
My
for
bad.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
I was
I'm
gonna
sorry. I'm
say
sorry.
I mean
I'm
for
sorry.
NCT
Don't
Dream.
hate me. Don't
I'm
hate
not.
me.
I get them all
I'm
confused
talking
too.
about. I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to everybody listening. I am sorry. Sorry, girl. It is my bad. I can hear you yelling. But it's my bad. I got excited, but it's on me. So
For Dream, at least, my favorite is still Boom. That
Boom
one,
era.
yeah, their song Boom. I did not like one of them did like cornrows for the hair. Ignore that,
Ugh.
please. Yeah,
I
it wasn't
mean,
good. But the song is really
thing is,
good.
like nobody ever looks good when they do that. If you're
No.
not black, it's
Just
just not
just
gonna look
just
good.
ignore it. Just blank that part out. The song itself was good. That's all you need to
Glitch
know.
mode
No, for
from Boom.
Boom. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
we've
favorite.
come a long way.
Glitch mode comes in close after, but that one's my favorite.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to move on because this next song, we have very different opinions about it.
Oh, we do.
You said we did. I texted you
Oh,
and you were like, and I was like,
yeah.
what? I like it.
Mm,
So
okay.
the next song on the list for March is Stray Kids' Maniac.
Oh, that is the next one. I was looking at the other group. Let me pull it up. Give a refresher one more time.
So for while she pulls it up and tries to remember why she didn't like it.
I mean, I just feelings change sometimes.
That's true. Do you like it now?
I don't know. I can't. I'm saying it like this because I don't know.
Well, I like it a
I
lot.
like aspects of the song. I like the maniac part, like that it goes off that part. But their Stray Kids always does stuff like this. Like
Well,
that's
that's
their.
a I liked we talked about Thunderous, I think, in one of our last reviews. I
I
liked
didn't know it.
Thunderous.
I don't think I liked that.
No, I'm pretty sure you did because that's the one that had
Wait,
the
is that
cool
the?
outfits and the anime Fire Eye coming
Okay,
out.
there's
Yeah,
that.
you did
There
like
was
that
another
one.
one I watched then.
Possibly. They've
Did they
had
put something out other than Maniac? Now I have to look.
recently, yes. They did like what NCT does with the album film music video thing concept that they do where they do like a little mini video for every song
Ordinary
album.
Main trailer. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know, but I know they released a bunch of music videos for different songs.
Maybe I'm pretty sure I listened to the album after Maniac. I think that's
Well,
what I did.
what I was gonna say is I like SKZ a lot, but I haven't really genuinely liked a song from them to the point where I'm like, oh, this is great. Since maybe like Miro era with
Hmm.
Yellowwood and songs like that. So like Miro was a favorite, and then a lot of the songs on the Yellowwood album. Side Effects was like my favorite song, but that was from Clay
Hmm.
I haven't really genuinely liked a song or their albums since those eras, which is almost like 2 years ago now. Everything in between has been kind of okay. Thunderous was the first that I like liked enough that I was like, oh, this is good. This is better. But this
Better.
album,
Did you say betterer?
no, I said better.
I
It might
thought you said this was betterer.
it might be
I
the
was like,
way I'm
okay.
talking because like I'm starting to get stuffy, and so it just
Oh
might be the
no.
way I'm
I'm
talking.
not making fun of you. I just like I'm a child, so that was exciting for me.
So it was better, but it still wasn't my like I still would go back to Miro and those era songs over it, and anything before Thunderous and between that I just did not like the as much as Felix's 5-star Michelin line blew up, I didn't like that song like at all.
Hmm.
I just could not get
I
behind
don't
it.
think I
And
like
so
this song.
God's Menu, that was the song that the 5-star
God's
Michelin.
Menu, that was it. I still play that,
I
unfortunately.
I don't like that song like at all, which made me sad because I really like Stray Kids and Jeremy really likes Stray Kids. So like, I
Hmm.
I seek out Stray Kids genuinely for him sometimes. So what I really liked about Maniac was just that it made me really excited for Stray Kids again, and every single song on the album I liked.
Hmm.
I listened to Maniac the first time and I was like, this is it. This is the Stray Kids that I've like missed.
I think it's a song that will grow on me by the time it's like people moved on from it,
That
but
might be
it's
fair.
not. I don't hate it, but it's not something where I'm just like, I really want to listen to Maniac right now.
No, I put it on. I put that album on. I actually, that's not my favorite song on the album, but title song wise, in comparison to some of their last title songs, it
Hmm.
is one of my more newer favorites. And it reminded me a lot of, like I said, the older Stray Kids. I was just, when I listened to it, I was just like, this is the Stray Kids that I've missed. So
It's good.
it is good. I was happy. My favorite songs, though, are actually Venom and Charmer.
Mm, I can't really say a favorite. I listen to their songs come up on my shuffle, but I can't remember the titles.
That's
I
fair.
listen to them, so I don't hate them. Just can't remember the songs. Anyway, I think Maniac will. I'll end up liking it by the time everyone's moved
The
on to
hype
something
for it,
else.
the hype for it
Yeah,
dies
because
down.
that's usually what happens. Because TT by Twice, that's on my repeat right now, and everyone's moved on. Not me. I'm just now discovering it. To me, it's inspiring to me.
Well, that's good to know the difference. Because I was wondering when you said you were like, "Oh, that's not it," and I texted you in the like group chat with Robbie. I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was very surprised.
Uh, it was Maniac, and I don't know. I'm gonna leave it up to God. Whatever.
If it comes back, then okay. But it's interesting to know that it might be one that you like are into after the hype is dying down.
Yeah, I'll do a follow up. I mean, you'll know by the next episode, probably. I will be sure to say it because that's what I've been doing. I've been coming back and be like, guys, I was
I
wrong.
was wrong. I'm sorry.
It was actually really good.
Okay, well, ow, I just hit my hand. Yeah, Purple Kiss.
Is it
I
meme
I have
or
no idea.
meme? Meme.
I because they in the song they say MEMEM. So I wonder if it's
Uh,
that.
mm, mm.
Anyway, I put this song on the list because I feel like every single comeback from them has been different. And I just don't know I just don't know what to expect anymore. Because we had like a really dark debut concept from them and I was like, oh, Dreamcatcher inspired, and then all of a sudden they went with zombie, and that was like cute, and it was like dark and cute. Not really dark, but the styling of it was just cute. Like it was a cute song, but it was about zombies, and you were like, what? And it was funky in comparison to their last one. Like it was more K-pop than it was to their debut, which I would say kind of lean more towards like the K-pop rock. And then they had this comeback and I was just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to expect from you guys anymore. Like I just don't
I,
know.
for you to say that, I'm wondering if the company is just trying to see
What
what
fits them.
catches, well, not even that, like what are people more into?
That could be true. Well, I also just think it's pretty standard for their company because they're from RBW, which One Us is from and Mamamoo is from. And we've seen One Us
Mm.
do a variety of concepts. Like they started off, they started off giving me like super old, shiny Lucifer vibes, where they had like the kind of fantastical concept with like vampires, werewolves, that sort of thing. And so we've seen them do like a werewolf concept, we've seen them do a vampire concept, we saw them do No Diggity, which was just a thing. Like I don't even know what the concept would be called. I liked it. I love One Us, don't get me wrong. So anybody listening, Lacey knows I love One Us, but I love One Us, so
Yes,
I
she
have
does.
no complaint about any of their concepts. It's just One Us has jumped around a lot concept wise too. And they've even
I don't
done
know why I just say that, because the only reason why I said that is because Meme sounds like a Blackpink song.
it
It has
does.
that vibe.
Yeah, it did
Like
have
they're
that
trying
vibe.
to cater
This one
towards
this one to
whatever
me
genre
though
that
kind of
is.
felt like they mashed together their last comeback, Zombie, and their debut concept and mashed it together. And which is why it kind
Really?
of output like a Blackpink vibe, because it was different than both of the concepts together. Like it's its own thing, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like
I
different,
don't.
but it's
I will
still.
say I like Zombie better.
Did you?
I like Zombie better. I don't really care for Meme.
Okay. I would like to say though, Zombie was catchier, but for this song, however you say it, I don't know if it's meme or
I'm gonna
meme.
say what I said.
I don't know what it is. I will say for this song, I felt like their vocal talents were showcased a lot better. I felt like everybody got kind of an even spread of just lines and exposure in the song, and so that was one thing I did enjoy. Was I felt like I saw a lot of the members more, if that makes sense, in
Hmm.
comparison to their other two.
So you like Meme better than Zombie?
No, I like Zombie just because it was really catchy and I thought it was a fun song and it was cute. But this song overall, I think they composed it better, essentially, is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Like Zombie and Panzona, their debut, I feel are songs that I go back to and I listen to a lot more. Whereas this song, Meme, whatever it is, I've only really listened to it a few times since it came out. So
I'm not listening to this.
stylistically, their earlier stuff is more for me. Overall, I
Hmm.
still like the group very much, and I still think it's interesting that each of their concepts and comebacks have been very different than the last, because it's keeping me involved in them and like what are they going to do next. But overall, I think the composition of the song was better than their last two songs, because I think it just showcased their vocal talents a lot better and we got more exposure to
Everybody.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. This song reminds me, like, how much it changes, reminds me of Girls' Generation's I Got a Boy.
Oh.
Like, just with how, not saying they sound the same, but how
Yeah, no, I
it's
that like
it
beat
has
drop
just
that they
such a
do.
different sound throughout the track. It's like different every single time. Like they've slowed it down, then they sped it up, and then they like remixed it with an acapella thing going on, and then it sounded like a completely different song at one point.
I
I just
can
noticed that
Yeah, no, I
watching
can
it.
see how it reminds you of I Got a Boy. That does
Only,
make.
only just because
But
there's
it's
like
just
three
it's not
songs,
even
four songs.
it's yeah, it's just that weird, like, well, not weird because now it's normal to do this, but
It's
it's
very much.
the very diverse like transitions and song
Because there are
within a
certain parts
song.
where I'm just like, wow, I wish that was like
The main song, or like that was
hmm
all this
what
was.
you all did for the whole thing. But it wasn't my, and I think that's why it's not my favorite, because it just, that was way too much for me. It was too much happening for me to, I guess I think my ear, I don't know, maybe I just like consistency in a song. I guess I can't even say that. Like that's not even right. It just didn't vibe, okay? And that's just how it is.
And
How
that's
I
fine.
feel. But I love Zombie. Zombie was super cute and kind of dark.
Zombie is still my favorite, I think,
Hmm.
overall. But like I said, for me it's just interesting to see how vastly different all of their concepts have been so far.
Hmm.
It's still very them and what color they're going for, I think, but it's just been very interesting to see, like, because I don't know what to expect now. And even like when One Us comes back, I don't know what they're gonna do next.
Who
So
knows?
I think RBW just likes keeping people on their toes.
And that's fine. That makes it good. very exciting.
Yeah, cause like, they have me interested in Purple Kiss. I'm
Mhm.
like, "What are they gonna do next?" And so whenever another comeback comes around, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I gotta pay attention. We need to find out what's gonna happen now." So, it's a good marketing strategy, I guess, to have for them.
It makes it feel fresh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay, another girl group next.
It's the
This is
last
actually.
one? No, it's not. No.
Do you wanna talk about Red Velvet?
Mm, we
If
can do it
not,
for like 5 seconds.
5 seconds, okay, because I don't remember their songs. But the next
I'm
one
about
is
to pull it
another
back
girl
up.
group, and it's actually my favorite girl group after Exit, because Exit isn't promoting right now. So this is my go-to girl group. G Idol. I think we've talked about them before, so I think pretty much if you're a returning listener, you should know that they're my favorite. This is their most recent comeback with Tomboy, and I liked it. Um,
Mm.
I had a feeling you were gonna go, I mainly liked it because I thought it was very interesting to hear the kind of like rock concept that they did from
Oh,
them.
no. I think that was very different, but I don't think like this type of rock was my thing.
Yeah, that makes sense because it definitely wasn't like your typical rock. They still kept it very K-pop direction y.
It seemed more tame for
Yeah.
rock.
Well, they kept it very like catchy K-poppy rock, but I just thought it was the guitar riffs and everything that they included in it were very interesting.
Yeah, the music video was really good though.
Yeah, the music video was fun to watch. It was very them, I think. It fit
It's
them very
like
well.
I really loved it. They looked gorgeous. I really, really liked the animation of the dolls at the
Yeah,
end.
the
I thought that was
Barbie
very
dolls
creative.
that that were
hmm
included, that was
And it was like you
creative.
could clearly tell who was who. That was so cute to me.
Yes. Yes,
But
that was
they look
interesting.
good.
They did look good, and I liked this concept overall too, especially as just like looking at the lyrics of this song. I enjoyed it because to me, I grew up as a tomboy, and so lyrically I could connect with the song in the way that
Mhm.
like I still enjoy doing girly things, but you're still gonna hear me drop the F bomb in the middle of a sentence, and like I'm not gonna change that. Sometimes that's just like my personality. And so lyrically, I could connect with the song quite well. And I thought that was good on Soyeon's part, the way she produced it and the way she wrote the lyrics. I just thought it was a very fun
It
song.
worked really well.
Yeah, it worked really well. It was a very fun song. For me, I could connect to it. So it was a fun comeback for me because I felt very involved and like this is a song that
You had a connection.
I had a connection and it was like not made for me, but I was just like, oh, I get this. Like I
I
feel
feel
the same
seen.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought it was fun because, like you said, they looked gorgeous, but then the song itself was about what it was about, like what the content of it was. And so I was like, this is great. I just enjoyed it a lot.
That's fine. It's good that you enjoyed it. That's the point. Like, that's your group.
That is,
Had a
yes.
great time. And it wasn't like the song isn't bad.
No,
And the music video was, I mean, that video was really
that video
pretty.
was, yeah, it was very pretty.
Like,
The
did what they had
red
to do.
the red and black in the video that they had, it was like a
So
nice
good.
red that didn't really hurt your
hmm
eyes. So it was
hmm
fun to watch. The Barbie thing was really interesting. And I thought it was kind of cute in the way of how it tied into like the lyrics.
hmm
So I thought that was fun. And I don't know, just the styling of it. It was very pretty.
Styling
And
was just really good.
it was a
But is there,
fun, catchy song.
yeah, but is there something else that you want to say about
Well,
this
I
song?
just okay, so there was news after this dropped. We have news tied into this one as well. And I just thought it was really interesting how people, netizens, were claiming that Soyeon's rap in this song and then another song on the album actually were dissing Hyuna and Dawn. I don't know what thin air they were grabbing at, but there was nothing to grab at.
Yeah,
I just
because when you
don't
told me that, I was like, okay, well, let me go back.
I
Let
just
me like
don't
look at these lyrics and see like where the call out is.
I,
And I didn't see any links
I don't
happening.
either. And so, in case people don't know, so what people were complaining about was the lyrics in Tomboy during Soyeon's rap. She says, I don't want to play this ping pong. I would rather film a TikTok. And Hyuna and Dawn have a song called Ping Pong. And so people were like, oh, she's dissing Hyuna and Dawn. And the way I like transcribe the lyrics, like listening to that within the song, since the song concept is tomboy and it's about being like a girl but having some boyish personality traits, I just took it as like the girl singing doesn't have time to play ping pong with the boy, as in doesn't have time for his like mind games. Are we in a relationship? Are we not in a relationship? Let's play cat and mouse.
Yeah.
That's just like a no, like get to the point or get out of my life. That was the song concept to me, and that's how my mindset is. So
I
that's
didn't
how I
hear
took
anything
it.
else.
Yeah, so that's how I took it. And people were saying like, no, it's a diss. So the line in the second song, and it's the B-side track, Never Stop Me, Soyeon raps the part, scolded by daddy out of a company, looking forward to your wedding. And just before that, she had actually talked about like buying the guy's clothes, I paid for your clothes, that sort of thing. And people were taking it as Hyuna and Dawn are engaged now and are getting married. And they were saying that Soyeon is dissing that, but the literal song, like
Y'all want drama
the
so bad.
the entirety of the song is literally a breakup song. So I don't know
Y'all want
where
drama
they're
so
I
bad.
don't know where they're pulling this out of. It's like complete thin air. Where are people getting this from? But
Mm,
yeah, it's just a matter of people were looking for drama, and I guess that's how they decided to do it. But
to
nothing,
run with it.
yeah, nothing really ever occurred from it though. Hyuna never addressed it, and Soyeon never addressed it. So people were just reaching, which is what people like to do in K-pop is
It
reach.
happens. I mean, it's the internet as well. So
Yeah, that's true. So that's how I took the lyrics though. And if you actually read the lyrics, you can tell like it's not aimed at her at all. The whole and this album was produced before one they were even set to be engaged. So how would it be a diss because they didn't even know? This album has been in the works since last year. And maybe Ping Pong came out before they started working on the full album. I don't really know how long it takes to make a full album, but the album was definitely in the works before they dropped their engagement. So there's no way that that second lyric was a diss. It's ridiculous to think so.
it's ridiculous.
It is.
And
Okay,
that's it.
that's it. That is all we have for March. Do you want to talk about Red Velvet? I'm gonna ask this again.
No,
No?
I don't
Okay.
want to end on that note.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna end there. If you guys want to know the deal about Red Velvet, you can ask us, and maybe we'll do like a side episode or something. I don't know, but
I don't think you need to. It's not
neither
gonna be.
neither
If
of us.
you are obsessed with like Red Velvet or like, have you listened to the album?
I have, yes. Not the Japanese one that you were like, "Oh, this is the song," and I was like, "That's not the comeback that I knew about."
Well,
So Wild Side was their Japanese song that I listened to, and I was like, no. And
feel
their
the rhythm. The Feel the Rhythm
Feel the Rhythm
EP.
is their Korean comeback. Yeah, that's the one that I was like, did you listen to this? Because this is their actual comeback they're promoting.
Did you listen? So you listened to that one?
I did, and the only song I liked on the album was "Beg for Me."
Oof. I don't think I liked any.
That one was the only one that I like kind of liked enough that I put it on my playlist, but the
Yeah.
rest of them didn't make it. And because Lacey didn't want to end on the note, it's not that we disliked, like it was a
If
very
anything, I'm disappointed. I think that's
yeah,
just what that
it's
is.
more disappointment because Red Velvet has had such great discography in the past that you just have really high expectations, and for us personally this didn't fall within any of the expectations we usually have for them. Feel My Rhythm was a
And it
good
goes,
song. It was very
yeah.
pretty, it was very red velvety, but it wasn't something that I would listen to again.
And it goes into like when, your group kind of just goes away for a little bit and then they come back and then you have these expectations that you shouldn't really, I mean, it's not fair to have, but you have them anyway. And it just wasn't there for me. Anyway, that's it. That's it.
That's it, that's all we'll say on that. But those were the comebacks for March. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to add. I don't think there was an honorable mention with Kihyun, for example, because he came out around the same time as G Idol. But I mainly wanted to talk about like ones that had discussions that we could talk about, which is why I didn't include Kihyun. And plus, originally Monster X was supposed to have a comeback at the beginning of April, so I didn't want to include Kihyun and then talk about Monster X immediately after. But then things changed, so that was the reasoning behind that. But March, was pretty busy with comebacks.
It
So
was.
I'm proud that I narrowed the list down this much, mainly because I wanted to also talk about news topics with comebacks.
I think that's fun. I think we should try to do that. Well, I don't know. I can't imagine each group having
No, definitely not.
like a topic
Yeah.
every time. No, but when it happens, it's fun. I can't wait to talk about April because I feel like we already have a few things
Yes,
to
definitely. But
talk about already.
April has to end first before we get to that episode. So we'll just wait until the end of the month. It's still going. We still
Right.
got it going strong. Okay.
I'm fine with
Okay.
that.
I hope you are.
I guess we'll see you guys next
Next
time.
time, yeah. Tell us what you think about the comebacks. Of course, as always, tell us if you think there was any that we maybe missed or anything interesting that surrounded a comeback that you think we missed. But otherwise, please like, comment, and rate and all that good stuff. Bye.